Good evening, YouTube. We're in 100 Questions with Jesus, and we are in day 47. And today, the question that Jesus asked is, "Do you see all these great buildings?" Replied Jesus. "Not one stone here will be left on another. Every one will be thrown down." So the question that Jesus is asking is, do you see these buildings? This is a great prophecy that Jesus made that actually came true. And one of the reasons why, one of the many, many reasons why people realized that Jesus was who he said he was, because it came to pass, as he said, that those buildings would be taken down and Jerusalem would be destroyed. And, unfortunately, that did happen. And, Jesus was basically pointing out to the disciples as they were marveling at the buildings around them and saying, "Look at how great they are. Look at these beautiful buildings." And Jesus said, "Do you see these buildings? Not one stone will be, left upon another." They go on to ask him many other questions of when this all will happen and that sort of thing. And he basically spends a whole chapter telling them about the things to come and the signs for us to look for to see those days. I think if Jesus was to look at, the countries of Canada, the US, and maybe many of them in the world, he could say the same thing about some of, the great monuments and the buildings that we have set up for ourselves in our countries. And if you look at the war in Ukraine, all those great buildings that were once marvels of architecture and all those many things that people have visited and gone to see are now in rubble and have been blown up and taken down. And there was many times that Jesus really encouraged us to keep our eyes on the kingdom of heaven and not on the world, because all these things shall pass away. And I think that was just a great lesson that was started, back then with some of the things that he would say. And so I think that question that he asked, you see all of these buildings, these ones that you're marveling at, not one stone will be left on another. And that question could be said to us today. A lot of the things that we look at and we see as great and mighty, these things will all pass away. So put your faith in God and keep your eyes on the proper kingdom, the one that shall never, ever pass away. I hope this was good for you. Have a great day, and we'll see you on day 48. Take care.